So guys, welcome back. This is my third video on the tenses. As I've already discussed the simple present tense, present continuous, simple past, past continuous, simple future, future continuous, and also the present perfect and present perfect continuous. So now we are on past perfect. So what is past perfect? Past perfect and past perfect continuous. So simply if we talk about this past perfect, it is talking about the action which has happened, which has occurred just before the another action. So past is known as past perfect, right? So complete past action which had invisible results in the past. Past perfect is the past equivalent of the present perfect, right? So present perfect is when we have finished work recently, but the perfect talks about the work which we had finished in the past, okay? And if I talk about past perfect continuous, this is talking basically about the action which was continue over a certain period of time and up to a specific time in the past. For past action of a certain duration which has had visible results in the past, like if I can say, like past perfect continuous talks about the things which started in the past and were continue in the past. Okay, so past the action started and it is finished in the past simple. This continuity of action is comes in past perfect continuous. So I'll be giving you some examples here. Past perfect simple, if we talk about the basic rule of this, is subject plus first form, subject plus had plus main verb's third form and then object. So this is basically talking about this rule. So what is this like I had, for example, right now it's 8 o'clock and you had done something, not 6 or 5 o'clock, but in the morning maybe or in the afternoon. So you can say I had my breakfast around 12 p.m. today. Okay, so it is past because past is recent past, which is 5 minutes before, or which can be 1 or 2 hour before. But before that, whatever action has happened, it comes in past perfect. So you can easily see the examples. One more thing is there, like she had left by the time I got there. So this is past perfect and I got there is a simple past. So one action finished in the past perfect and second action pursued this in the simple past. You have to keep these things in the mind. They were sad because they had failed the test. So they were sad because they had failed the test. Had he tried to find his keys? Where had they gone? Had he tried? So he had tried. So basically if we make the negative of this also, so we will use had he not come. So come, came, come. So this is the third form. Had he not come, so had will be in the first place and it will be capital, but it is helping verb. Again, had he not come, so this is negative. So both ways I have taught you how this is important. And then it is negative sentence. WH if we are using, then WH will come on the first place. Then second place is helping verb, which is had here, and then the main sentence, main subject, and then third form of the main verb. And if we talk about past perfect continuous, the action which was continue in the past and which goes for a long, but it finished recently, maybe in the past, recent past. Okay, so that's why it is past perfect continuous. For example, she had been working as a clerk for 10 years before she resigned. So right now she has resigned, but before resigning, okay, so resigned is again past tense because she has resigned now, no longer she is working. And before that she had been working as a clerk for 10 years. So she had been had plus, so what will be the rule of this? I will tell you. Rule of this will be subject, then had, then been, then verb first form, then ing, and then you are adding the object. Okay, so this is the basic rule of this. she had been she had been working here. And now you also use since and for, as I already told you in the present perfect continuous. I will let you know the usage of this when we use since and when we use for at the end of this PPT. So this is very simple. Okay, so you can see another example. They were wet, simple past tense, because they had been walking in the rain. So this is had, then been, and then walk, ing, and in the rain for long, you can also say. So normally in past perfect continuous, one sentence is of simple past and one sentence can be of past perfect continuous or past continuous as well. I had not been cooking. We had not been working on the computer. So these are certain examples which you have to understand, right? And after this, hope it is clear to you. If you don't have if you find any doubt or it's not clear to you, you can write in the comment box. I will definitely answer and try to help you with this. So if now we will talk about future perfect tenses. Future perfect tenses is future perfect simple tense, talks about action which will be finished before a stated future time. Future perfect continuous for a duration of action which up to a certain time in the future. And future continuous is a progressive action in a certain time. I will tell you. Future simple is action which is going to happen just soon. Future continuous talks about the action which will be continue in the coming time. Future perfect talks about the action which will be finished in the coming time. Like after 2 hours, you will be done with this work. After 2 hours, I will have taken my breakfast. So, after 2 hours, you will be done with your breakfast. So, this is future perfect. Future perfect continuous. I will have been taking my breakfast whatever the time. So, whatever action, whenever the action is started, but you will be doing this in the future. So action is started in the future and continue in the future, still continue in the future will come in future perfect continuous. Again, you can see the examples. This is future perfect. The rule of future perfect is will, you will use will, subject plus will, okay, subject, then will, then have, then main verb, third form, and then object. So you will have finished until midnight. So you will have finished until midnight. Rest of the sentence. They will not have finished until 8 o'clock. So right now it's not 8 o'clock. Right now it's maybe 2. So we are just predicting. It's a predication. So you are predicting that I'm going to do this until 8 o'clock or something like this. Right? Then we will come to future perfect continuous. Future perfect continuous talks about future perfect continuous talks about whatever action started by the end of this year. She will have been working here for 2 years. So this year just started 2022, right? So I am saying by the end of this year she will have been working here for 2 years. Right now she has just completed 1 year and another 1 year will be added when this year will be over. So let this year will be over. So this is counted in future perfect continuous because we are counting like from today and until the action will be finished and experience will be added. She will have been driving for 5 hours. So from now, if we are counting the action, she will be starting driving in next 2 hours. Then when she will finish, it will be counted as 5 hours because up to 5 hours she will be doing this. It is her planning. She will have been driving for 5 hours. Like I am out and it will take me 5 hours as well, and she's at home, she will be doing this action. So that's why this is a long action for long duration. It comes in future perfect continuous. Then the third example is negative. They will not have been playing cricket for 8 hours. So this comes in future perfect continuous. Okay, so just last one thing I would like to tell you guys. Since normally is used for certain time. So certain time is years. It can be years like 2001, then 1999, and it can be state. State is like infant, or then infancy you can say, and then childhood, and then any stage. Then you have clock time. So clock time can be 8 o'clock, okay, 8 o'clock, and then 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right? And then you can say daytime. Daytime is also you can say day is divided into four parts: morning, evening, morning, evening, and then afternoon, and then night. Okay, so if you are doing something since night, you can also say since night. Okay, and then for is used for uncertain time which is not fixed. Okay, so it can be for long, it can be for ages, it can be for months, days, years which are uncertain. I'm not saying how many years, how many days, how many months, so it is uncertain. So with this we use for. So this is the basic use of since and for example, if I give you one example, I have been writing a book since last 3 years, since 2001. So it's fixed. You can say I have been doing this since last 3 years, right? And if you are saying I have been doing this since last 3 years, okay, and I have been writing a book for long. You don't want to tell the time, it is uncertain, it is long. So you can say like for a long time. Okay, it is uncertain and it is undefined. Okay, so this is example. I've just given the two examples. Hope it will help you. Try to understand this. It is very easy. It's not that tough if we think, but yes, it will take time to understand. Try to understand this. If you find any doubt, you can ask me in the comment box. So thank you so much guys for liking, and do like and subscribe this. Thank you so much.